Welcome back everybody to another spill drop tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build a large format heli garage for the scrap helicopter and the attack helicopter. This is going to be a fully sealed bunker based design. First things first, you're going to want to find a nice flat area like this with a little hill in the direction that you want to land your helicopter from. So you're going to go ahead and get your first two foundations sunk into that hill just like that, so that only the back ends of these foundations are visible. You're going to then put two raised triangle foundations just like that on either side, and then you're going to want to do at least 6 foundations off the back. This may be tricky depending on how high this area goes for you, so just, if you have to, you might have to add a fake floor in here just to get that space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can do 6. And then you're going to want to have at least a little bit of space for navigation inside the base, because all the rest of this is pretty much going to be taken up by the absurdly large scrap helicopter. We're going to go ahead and honeycomb this portion as well, and you can put a little airlock here so you can enter. Then we're going to want to go ahead and just seal off this lower half here with some half walls. Here you're going to want to put 2 more floors. You've got a little bit of storage down here for heli stuff, what have you. You could put a bubbler down there if you'd like, but you may need to put out another triangle foundation if you do that, just to seal it all in. Let's go ahead and get all this up to stone. And the 2 foundations you're going to leave twig are going to be these 2 right here, the ones that are sunk into the hill. So you'll leave the first 2 foundations twig, everything else up to stone. And you can actually do these as full height walls here. They don't need to be half height. Honeycomb solid as well, just to make sure everything is looking right and nice and secure for you. Some roofs on. Seal up the honeycomb. And you can do a little jump up here if you like. We're going to do half-high walls all around where the heli's going to go, all the way up to here. And you're also going to want to cap off these 2 triangles as well. That way they can't be soft-sided, as the foundation can be soft-sided from the top. Alright, rest of these up to stone as well. You may decide to put a door in somewhere along this stretch. It's entirely up to you, but we're not going to do it for this design specifically. The next most important placement that you need is you want to put a regular flat wall right here off these triangles that are sticking out here. And this will make a lot more sense once you start getting the bunker laid out. It has to be this regular wall because it's the only one that actually interacts with the roof in the way that you're looking for to kind of get this fully sealed. So get those up to stone right away. Now you can put windows in here, which I like to do. Adds a nice bit of visual appeal to this base design. Makes it a little bit easier for you to see out as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. It's not going to be any secret what's going on in this base anyway, because people are going to see the rotors from the helicopter sticking out, the blades sticking out. It's going to be a big mess. So don't really worry too much about hiding it. It's going to be pretty impossible to do that. Go ahead and get that sealed all the way in as well. Now you're going to want to go an additional half-high wall above this point, which could be a little bit tricky depending on how you've built thus far. I like to go ahead and put in another shelf here. Go ahead and get that up to stone. Put in some floors to seal this off. Put a door frame here, seal off the jump up. We're going to go ahead and put the tool cupboard in now. It doesn't really matter where the tool cupboard goes in this design. By the point you're building this base, you probably have several other bases already, so getting your tool cupboard established is really not the most important aspect of this. Do make sure that it's nice and secured and safe and in a spot that's not going to be immediately obvious to raiders. Otherwise, it will be targeted and then they may take advantage of your heli base. Go ahead and get the tool cupboard in here, secured. Like I said, we do need to go another half-high wall above this initial hangar room, so we're going to go ahead and get these walls down. Actually, we don't need this one, so we'll go ahead and demo that. All the way out to here. Looks like I put these down backwards, which is fine. We should be able to flip them from the bottom floor. And close this all the way in now. Alright, that's looking great. These up to stone. And then for the final component, you're going to want to get the roof placed here, just so that way you can get the clip that you need for the final half wall here. It's going to go right at the top of the door there. Just going to go ahead and get those clipped on. And up to stone as well. That is fully sealed in now. Everything's starting to come together and look good. So we'll go on ahead, hop back up here, get this area sealed in. You may want to do like a low wall here so you have kind of a peek down into the hangar in case you need that. And then the rest of this, you can just go ahead and close off. Could do a jump up here if you need to get up to this roof for whatever reason, which we're not going to for this build because it's not really all that necessary. And of course you can turn one of these triangles into a jump up as well, like we've done on the previous two floors, but again, it's super unnecessary. Specifically if the bunker is closed, you really don't need any roof access for it because you can just run straight up from here and just jump off the top. So you'll be up here anyway. Anybody else who's up here would be able to camp a door that you've got up here, so it doesn't really provide that much added benefit. Now if you look down here from the front, you actually can't see any of the seams from these two sunken foundations here, which is exactly what you want. If you were able to see those, they could be raided from people from the outside, but since they're kind of locked up like this, you're actually pretty safe. We'll go ahead and get these up to stone, and you can see that there should be no visible foundation peeking out here from either side. Awesome. That's looking great. This is fully sealed in now and very protected. You obviously will want to put window bars in or embrasures of some sort to prevent people from laddering up or climbing up. And when you decide you want to leave, you come down to your bunker like so. You're going to want to get a weapon of some sort. It could be a crossbow, it could be a revolver like this one, or whatever you happen to have handy. And you're going to want to just take out those two foundations. That'll break the roofs that will clip onto them and allow this bunker to be opened. Then you're going to want a scrap helicopter. You probably need some fuel for it as well, so go ahead and just pop some fuel in there. hop in. Now I'd recommend, if you've got a scrap helicopter, you probably have several teammates, so I'd recommend leaving this thing sealed up after you leave, and then just dropping a teammate off to break the foundations so that you can land your heli in here nice and easy. It can be a little tough getting in, but you'll get more comfortable with it over time. And then you can just roll it all on in, all nice and cozy like. And boom, just like that, you've got a little home for your scrap heli. Go ahead, place these foundations once again. Twig as always, because that's what you want to keep them as, so it's easy to break. You could do wood foundations if you're really worried about people eco-rating in, because that'll make it a little bit harder, but it's really not necessary to do that as long as you're protecting your build correctly. Go ahead and get these back up to stone, and then your helicopter is fully protected and sealed in here by your base. So that bunker keeps you nice and safe, keeps your heli protected. You can park mini helis in here as well. If you don't have the scrap heli, you can easily park the attack chopper in here. This is as small of a footprint as you can get the scrap helicopter in. Any narrower and it won't fit, any shorter and it won't fit. So unfortunately, this massive base is required to get the scrap helicopter fully sealed in. You can see that the upkeep for this is a cool, just shy of 6,000 stone per 24-hour window. Slap some doors and windows onto this bad boy, and you have the #1 fully sealed scrap helicopter, attack helicopter garage in Rust. Now that's all that I've got for you today, but I just started making content about a year ago to this holiday season, so if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe or drop a like on the video. Comment to let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see next, and I will keep making good, or, at least passable Rust content. In the meantime, enjoy the holidays. I will catch you in the next video. Fly safe.